Hey guys, so the Wizards just made their pick. It was the 32nd pick in the draft, I believe, and barring any trades or anything else, that will be their only pick. Because as you know, we traded the 5th pick, and I'm basically not even going to watch the rest of the draft. I personally only watched the first round, first 10 picks even, unless the Wizards pick, and then I watch. We drafted Jermaine Taylor out of University of Central Florida. He's a 6'4", 205-pound shooting guard. And, just by looking at his stats and hearing what the draft guys had to say, this guy can just flat out score. In his senior year, he averaged 26.2 points a game, which is very impressive for anyone. He averaged just under 2 assists, shot 37% from three-point range, and just over 5 rebounds per game. So, I mean, am I happy about this pick? I don't really know. They say that we need a shooting guard, but, I mean, we just got Randy Foye, who's capable of playing shooting guard, Deshaun Stevenson, who's coming back, who plays shooting guard, and Nick Young, who I want to be our backup shooting guard, who gets a lot of minutes. So I don't really know how it's going to work out with drafting another shooting guard. But anyway, I was kind of leaning towards DeJuan Blair. He was on the best available, number 1, when we picked, and he's been there for about 5 picks now. He's just a huge guy that he's not like the most dominant player in the post, but he can get stuff done. And I kind of wanted that guy to play maybe like a backup power forward, because to be honest with you, I'm not too fond of Andre Blatch. Every single year, including this year, which I even heard on Sports Night, when Flip Saunders was talking, said Andre Blatch looked really good, he improved a lot. Well, I mean, I'm really sick and tired of hearing this, and I'm not going to believe it till I see it, because this happens every year, and he ends up having a decent year, and then I always look forward to next year, which he does nothing. So, you know what? Shut up about Andre Blatch. I personally would rather have drafted DeJuan Blair, put him in that backup power forward spot behind Jamison, but that's not how it works out. Basically, a little bit of a draft recap. Pretty much no surprise. If you didn't think Blake Griffin was going to go number 1, I don't know what you were thinking. To beat going number 2, that was also pretty, everyone expected that. But kind of surprising was Ricky Rubio going 5th, which coincidentally was the Wizards' pick before we traded. But I don't think I ever said this, but I don't see like potential in Ricky Rubio, not in the NBA, but I don't see him doing well on our team. He's a very flashy player. He compared himself to Steve Nash, but not as good, which, I actually find him very much like Steve Nash, just not as good of a shooter. But, yeah, I wouldn't really want him on the Wizards, because, again, we have Gilbert, and I don't want Gilbert missing any minutes for Ricky Rubio. And we also got the young guys like Javaris Crittenton, who he's all right, but it's kind of in the middle stage. I'm not really sure if he's going to turn into a good player yet. And we also got the guys like Juan Dixon, who I believe doesn't get as much playing time. But what's done is done. The Wizards made their pick, and I guess there's really not going to be too much news for a long time. So that's it for the Wizards pick. Jermaine, with an E on the end, Taylor, from Central Florida.